Hi, I'm Slavik with iDrinkCoffee.com, and today I'm presenting the Profitec Go. People just love the Profitec Go. Since its release, the Profitec Go has become the best-selling machine on iDrinkCoffee.com, bar none. This machine is very well received by our customers. It gets fantastic reviews. People love it, and with good reason. The machine is so popular, this is actually the second video I'm doing of this machine, because the previous video I shot before, I'd like to update it. I'd like to explain some of the new features, and of course I want to show you all of the colors which are in front of me, including the brand new brushed stainless steel. And I'm also going to make some drinks so you can see this amazing machine in action. So like I said, right now the Profitec Go is available in 5 different finishes. We've got blue, black, yellow, and red. Those have been the standard colors that have been available since release. And like I mentioned, the new brushed stainless steel, which is part of the exclusive line. It's a really handsome machine as well, if you prefer that kind of classic steel look for your kitchen. The machine comes standard, of course, with a black portafilter handle and a knob, steam knob, but wooden accents are available from Team Bruce Spire at iDrinkCoffee.com. You can see this blue machine. We've got a handsome walnut accent kit, makes the machine look even more refined. The Profitec Go is a single boiler dual purpose machine. And what that means is that you have one boiler that performs both functions of making espresso, so brewing coffee, and also steaming, frothing your milk. So you have to switch in between each function. This is a smaller footprint machine, and it's also designed as an entry-level machine to make it more accessible, so it's a single boiler. So let's do a rundown of the features. The water tank is right up here. You just remove this lid and the water tank just comes right up. It's also got a large opening, so if you want, you can just pour from a pitcher or from a water source, very easy to use. It's also very generous size. This is 2.8 liters, which for a machine of this size, I think is quite generous. Also on the top here, you'll see a oversized flathead screw, and what that is, that's the adjustment of the OPV, which stands for overpressure valve. So we can adjust our pressure. You can see there's a minus and a plus, so you turn it to the right to raise the pressure, or you open the valve up, turn it to the left in order to lower it. The front of the machine is very simple. There's only 3 buttons. The first button is the coffee button. We press that to turn the pump on, and of course we press it again to turn it off. That's how we brew coffee. The second button is the steam button. That puts the machine into steam mode when it's pressed in. When it's out, like it is right now, the machine is not in steam mode. And of course the bottom button is just a power switch on and off. Down here on the left, we have a large face manometer. That's a pressure gauge, and what that does, it measures the pressure during our extraction. So the readings there are only significant when we're brewing coffee. You want to be in the kind of 9-bar range. If you're lower than that, it probably means your coffee's a little bit too coarse. You want to grind it finer, but it gives us that feedback. To the right of that is the PID, and again, it's amazing that a machine like this has a PID. It gives it really great temperature stability. Most of the drawbacks of single boiler machines is the fact that they're controlled using mechanical thermostats. A mechanical thermostat has a lot of variance. It can vary as much as 8 degrees one way or another, whereas a PID keeps us locked in. You see these machines are set at 93 degrees, that of course is degrees Celsius, and it keeps that temperature and will give us great tasting and consistent espresso. The PID also has other functions. It functions as a shot timer. That's only, of course, during extraction, and we'll see that when we're brewing coffee. It also allows you to turn eco mode on and off. And what eco mode is just power saving. So if the machine's been on for a certain amount of time, and you can set that amount of time, it will just shut off if it's idle so it doesn't waste energy. In addition to that, there's also a clean function, CLN, and what that does, it reminds us when the machine needs to be cleaned. We can also program all of those settings nice and easy. Also fairly new in the Profitec Go, and this is for machines that have software 1.06 and higher. The machine has a fast heat up mode, and it's really quite incredible because a lot of machines in this range take as much as 20 minutes to be fully stable, temperature stable. The Profitec Go is hot within 6 to 7 minutes, which is very fast. If you want to get that coffee in the morning, if you're in a hurry, the Profitec Go can get ready, so you can be enjoying your espresso, latte, or cappuccino quickly whenever you need to use the machine. Down here we also have the drip tray, and This is another feature that I really like of the Profitec Go. You can see the construction. The quality of the construction is fantastic. It's not a painted frame. It's stainless steel. It's well made, and the drip tray is also a very generous size for a machine of this, of this size. It's a compact machine, but the drip tray, you're not going to have to be emptying it every couple of drinks. You have a lot more volume here. Really very cool. The machine uses a standard 58 millimeter portafilter. It's the same type of portafilter you would find on E61 machines. It comes with a narrow spout. This is called a narrow spout portafilter, so I can put 2 cups underneath there very easily. This can be changed with a lot of standard accessories. So anything that's compatible with an E61 will also be compatible with this machine. So you have options like bottomless portafilters, all sorts of different types of tampers, distributors. It's really very, very widely available. So now let's see the Go in action. Let's make some drinks. And the first drink that I'm going to do, of course, is a double shot of espresso. Alongside the Go, I'm using the Eureka Specialita. Specialita is a mainstay in the specialty coffee industry. Very well received grinder and a fantastic pairing with the Profitec Go. I'm also using the Profitec tamping stand. I love this tamping stand. This is an optional accessory, but it's really super useful because it keeps your spouts clean. You see, it holds the portafilter really well. I'm using a jack leveler distribution tool, so I'm just going to give that a spin. And this tamper that I'm using here, this is actually the tamper that does come with this machine. So Profitec does include a nice stainless steel based tamper to get you started. And now we'll put this inside here. I'm going to use these 2 cups here. These are the Urban Twist glass from Loveramics. It's a beautiful glass, great presentation if you want to make an espresso. And then we press the coffee button and you'll see the shot timer beginning to count up. And we also see our manometer. We're just over 9 bars. So this machine is set, or the grind is set quite nicely. I just stop it right there, so that's a 30-second extraction, and you can see we have a very nice shot, beautiful striping, and I'm sure it's going to be tasty as well. Yeah, really nice. I'll also point out this machine, I only just finished the shot maybe a few seconds ago. You'll see the temperature did drop a little. That is normal because as we're brewing, cold water is getting introduced into the boiler, but it will recover quite quickly. This machine's been on for at least an hour or so, so it's hot, but you already see it's recovering. We're at 91. It's going to be at 93 degrees very shortly. The next drink that I'm going to make is going to be a milk-based drink, so I'm pressing my steam button. I do milk first, so I'm going to let the boiler raise the temperature to the steaming temperature, and that's what it's doing right now. So we're at 128 degrees, 129 now. That took about a minute and 5 seconds, 65 seconds or so. It's set at 130, but 129 is certainly hot enough to steam. So I'm using a Profitec milk pitcher. This is also an optional accessory. They make really nice pitchers. And I'm just going to go ahead and froth my milk here. Now the machine moves the milk quite nicely. It does take a little bit, of course, practice to get good at steaming, but the Profitec Go is a great machine to practice on. Just stop it right there. Wipe the steam wand. I'm going to turn off the steam mode at this point, and I'll just give my wand a purge to get any excess milk out of there. And now our milk is ready to go, but we need to make our espresso. So one thing here that you can do in order to get back to a brewing temperature, what I like to do is I just like to give it a flush. So just get that hot water out of there. You can see there's a lot of steam coming out, and we're just introducing cold water into the boiler in order to reduce the temperature from steaming temperature. I like to do milk first for this reason. The reason is after you're done steaming, you want to refill the boiler. So by doing that flush, and also now I'm going to be making coffee. By making coffee, I'm refilling the boiler with water so I don't run the risk of running the boiler dry. I overshot a little bit. Maybe I could have flushed just a little bit less. It's at 88 degrees. So I'm just going to wait for it to kind of get back up to 90, and I'll put my portafilter in at this point. I already have my coffee ground and tamped. I just give the machine another moment, and I can prepare I can start doing my coffee for my 2 lattes in just a second. I'm going to begin extracting here. These are Dale Harris mugs from Loveramics, the Signature Series. They're quite lovely. I really do like them. They're really fun to drink from. And 2 drinks that are ready to enjoy. That's really lovely, and I do really like these cups. This is kind of in between. It's not quite a cortado, it's a little bit more milk. This is a 150 milliliter cup. It's one of my favorite drinks. Just a little bit of milk, really nice. We can see why the Profitec Go is such a popular machine. It makes great cafe quality drinks in your home, or is capable of making those drinks. Has a compact size. It looks really cool. There's a lot of different choices in terms of color that can fit your personal preference and your decor. The machine also has more features than a lot of its competitors in this price range, making the value really fantastic. Another fact that I like to point out, and this might even be the most important fact to you, is the reliability of these machines. The design, the build quality, it's all top of the line. These machines are designed in Heidelberg, Germany by our friends at Profitec. They use very high grade materials. The build quality is excellent. We have now sold several thousand pieces of the Profitec Go, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive, and the reliability has actually been top of the class, which is great news for us and also great news to the many thousands of Profitec Go owners out there. If you would like to join the legion of happy Profitec Go owners, please reach out to idrinkcoffee.com. We're always here to help, and we're always willing to answer your questions. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube video for more videos like this about espresso machines, about coffee machines, coffee grinders, everything to do with coffee. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.